Often in error, never in doubt. How many times have y'all heard that? Or how many people do y'all know that that category fits? But why? What causes this? Why is a person so willing to espouse information when they probably don't know what they're talking about? Well, in my opinion, and it's my opinion only, it's because of something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now, this was first identified in 1999 by social psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger at Cornell University. So they published a paper titled Unskilled and Unaware of It. And it explored how people with low ability in a particular domain tend to overestimate their competence, while those with high ability often underestimate their expertise. So let's look at this. All right, so what we're looking at here is the Dunning-Kruger effect, or the curve as it is. And over here we have your level of confidence, and over here we have your level of knowledge and experience. And basically what this tells us is that the less a person knows about a subject, the more confident they are about their knowledge of that subject. So we can see this. As they learn a little bit, they become more and more confident. They call this the peak of Mount Stupid here. Okay, so very little knowledge, but they're very, very confident in their knowledge about it. And then as we learn more about the topic, we start realizing, wow, I really did not know as much about that topic as I thought I did. And it goes down till it kind of bottoms out. And as you learn more and more, then you become more and more confident again as your ability increases. That's the Dunning-Kruger effect in a nutshell. Hey guys, welcome back to Old Guy Talks Money. So why am I talking about the Dunning-Kruger effect? Why did I start with often in error, never in doubt? Well, y'all, if y'all have watched my channel before, you know I am a big proponent of YouTube. I think it is an amazing platform that allows people to put information out there for others to learn from. And I think the more people out there doing it, the better it is, because we don't just need to listen to one person. And oftentimes we may find somebody to listen to that's just wrong. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about Sarasota Tim, and you can see I'm probably tilting at windmills. But I recently did a video about COLAs and break even as it relates to Social Security. I mean, it's a topic that I studied. I did the math. I showed the calculation. Sarasota Tim popped up in my feed the other day with a retirement video that was titled something about COLA. Well, I had to watch it. I just did one. Matter of fact, I'll show that one to you. So like I said, I did this video right here and had to watch his because obviously I want to compare and contrast the two. And basically what he's talking about, and I'm going to pull up the video and I'm going to do a brief reaction to the section that I find problematic, and then I'm going to show you proof that I think he's wrong. So basically what he is saying is that COLA, the cost of living adjustment, only applies to when you start receiving benefits. Now let's listen to what he says, and then I'll show you the right information. So I fast forward through a bunch of stuff, and there's a whole lot of stuff about different things he's interested in, and he goes through and he starts this history of COLA and how many times COLAs have been applied. And honestly, I think that information he gave is very accurate. I gut checked it, but I didn't see anything glaring in the history of how many times we've had COLA, when they started, so forth and so on. I'm going to play this next little bit, and I may stop it and add some comment, but I want to let y'all hear what he says.
5 years by starting at 62? No, change a thing. But and the COLA, by the way, some of you out there always comment, "Oh, I'm waiting because I get all the cost of living." The cost of living doesn't have anything to do with what you're going to get on your Social Security. Listen to me carefully.
All right, so again, I get it. I'm taking shots at the guy, but he is so adamant he's correct. Think about that curve I showed you.
If you have that sheet, or you go online and says, this is what you would get at 62, this is what you would get at full retirement age, if you started collecting today. There's a word called benchmark, term from the Social Security Administration. Once you start collecting your Social Security, COLA then takes effect from then, the time you start drawing. What I'm getting on COLA this year, next year, the year after, you're still 50 years old and you're not collecting yet, doesn't have anything to do with what you're going to get by delaying. It has.
He lost me here. I don't know why he's comparing a 50-year-old to someone 62, or in Tim's age, 66, I think. Because it's apples to oranges. They're not in a point that you can compare. I do agree that trying to compare 50 to 62 is just not going to work, because there's estimations of future earnings and so forth and so on. But he keeps talking about, and he said it right there, that your COLA starts when you start receiving benefits. So let's listen a little bit longer.
Nothing to do with that, unless you're disabled, or there's a few types of persons that doesn't apply to. Most people, doesn't have anything to do with what you're going to get. You're going to get, remember, what your best 35 years were. Plain and simple. Doesn't matter how much they give me next year, you're not collecting yet. It has nothing to do with what you're going to get when you start.
All right, so this is not true, and I'm going to show it to you in a minute. COLA starts applying regardless of whether you're receiving benefit or not at 62. And if you delay benefits, it will actually go all the way up until age 70. That's that video I showed you. I'll walk you through the math and I'll show it to you. But I'm going to show you the evidence that I just don't think he knows what he's talking about.
So a lot of people think that. The COLA only starts at your benchmark, or when you start collecting. And
all right, I want to stop right here. If y'all have watched some of my videos, you know I want to try to be fair. If he used that term benchmark to say when you turn 62, then I agree with him. Because at 62, regardless of whether you're receiving benefits or not, COLA starts applying. What I don't know is the context in which he's talking about this is always delaying how it's better to take it early. And so I think in his head, he's thinking the COLA does not apply until you start receiving the benefits. He said that earlier in the video.
Unless you're one of those exceptions, but that's not the masses. So remember that. It's important.
All right, so I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to get rid of Tim on the screen, so just bear with me. Okay, so we heard what Tim said. Again, there may be an out where he was trying to say that COLA starts at 62, whether you're receiving benefits or not. I have watched this video about 10 times. That counts in his views, and I've helped him make money. But I wanted to make sure I was accurate. I'm telling you, based on the things he said about delaying, it doesn't matter, so forth and so on, I think in his mind, he is defining benchmark as the point at which you start drawing benefits, not the point at which you turn 62. I also want to say before I show this document, I got, I don't want to say criticism, got a comment, some videos that you're just doing this for drama. And it bothers me to some degree because I'm not looking for internet drama, but my wife said it best. I'm one of those people that if the math don't math, I can't stand it. And if he was talking about what, personal car he likes or personal pew-pew he likes or whatever those things are, I really don't care. But y'all, I've just gone through retirement. I'm 60 years old. I can't even draw Social Security yet. But I'd be darned if I'm not thinking about it. And it's an important decision. I'll never tell anybody when to take it. Like I said in a video one time, you tell me how long you're going to live and what your health is going to be and how much money you've got saved right now, and I'll tell you the right time to take it. But it's a personal decision. But the fact of the matter is we need to make informed decisions, and we've got people out here that are trying to prove a point. And you heard how adamant he was. Listen to me, this is important. Then we've got to have people willing to give a counter voice to that. That's fair. All right, so last thing I do, before we wrap up, as I'm going to show you the document. Okay, so just bear with me. All right, y'all, this may be hard to read, so forgive me. I'm going to read it to you, but you can get this document. It is from SSA.gov, and it says your retirement benefit, how it's figured. Okay, there's a section over here that talks about factors that can change the benefit amount of your retirement benefit. Okay, said that poorly. Factors that can change the amount of your retirement benefit. Jeez. Right here, you're eligible for cost of living benefit increases starting with the year you turn age 62. This is true even if you don't get benefits until your full retirement age or even age 70. We add cost of living increases to your benefits beginning with the year you reach 62. Benefits are adjusted yearly to reflect the increase, if any, in the cost of living as measured by the Consumer Price Index. Okay, it's clear right here. This is true, even if you don't get benefits until your full retirement age or even age 70. So guys, I don't know that it can be any more clear than that. Again, it bothers me that we've got people out there that are being adamant and telling people that they are wrong for thinking something, when with a little research, a little Googling, a little chat GPT even, you can find the right information. So guys, thanks for bearing with me. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please hit that like and subscribe up there. It will help me grow the channel, and I will see you guys in the future.